I walked out of my own wedding, leaving my fiancé sobbing at the altar in front of 200 guests. I didn't offer an explanation. I didn't say a single word. I just turned around, walked back down the aisle, got into my car, and drove away. Her 3 older brothers chased me into the parking lot, screaming and slamming their fists against my windows as I pulled out. My own parents haven't spoken to me in 5 years. I am, without a doubt, the most hated man in my hometown. Here's what they didn't know. At 8 a.m. that morning, 4 hours before the ceremony, my neurologist called with my final test results. It was an aggressive, early-onset neurodegenerative disease. Terminal. He told me I had maybe 2 good years left before I'd be completely paralyzed, trapped inside my own body, waiting to suffocate. But that's not why I left her. Sarah had just spent the entirety of her 20s being the sole caretaker for her mother, who passed away from a terribly slow, agonizing illness. Sarah's youth was stolen by hospital waiting rooms, feeding tubes, and quiet, suffocating grief. When we met, she was just starting to smile again. She was finally starting to live. If I had told her the truth that morning, she would have stayed. I knew her heart. She would have wiped her tears, put on her dress, married me anyway, and spent the best years of her 30s doing the exact same heartbreaking work she did in her 20s. She would have watched the man she loved slowly rot away, and it would have broken whatever was left of her spirit. So, I had to become the villain. I had to make her hate me. I had to make her believe I was a selfish, spineless coward who just got cold feet, so she could move on with a clean break. Last week, my nurse held up my iPad so I could look at a photo a mutual friend posted online. Sarah just had a beautiful baby girl with a man who looks at her like she's magic. A man who can actually grow old with her. I sat there in my wheelchair, unable to speak, unable to wipe my own face, and I cried tears of absolute joy. I broke her heart for a day, so she wouldn't have to spend a lifetime with a broken one.